Hey, what's up everybody? This is Devin with HDpiano.com, and in today's video we'll be checking out Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen. I'll be showing you guys the intro and a bit of the verse, and it looks something like this. Here's the verse. Alright, so we'll be getting through about that much in this video, but the rest of the videos with the rest of the song can all be found over at HDpiano.com. So I hope to see you there after this. I do want to point out that we're working from the Rufus Wainwright version in this video. And this whole tutorial, that's going to be kind of the basis of the piano part I'll be teaching you guys. But conveniently, that's in C major, which means it's also going to work in the same key as the Jeff Buckley and the Leonard Cohen version. But I also want to point out that while I'm teaching you this piano part, I'm also trying to set you guys up with just a general understanding of this song. So in all the future videos, I'll be diving a little bit more into the concepts behind this song and ways that you can make it your own, including play the melody, or change up the accompaniment so that you're not just playing the same thing for 4 minutes. Okay? So all that and more over at hdpiano.com. Now, speaking of multiple versions, I got a question for you guys. Hopefully you can open my eyes to a new version of this song, or just reinforce one of the classics. But what is your favorite version of Hallelujah? Let me know in the comments below. All right, so let's dive right in here. Well, let's get our hands in position. I've got my left hand on C below middle C, and my right hand is taking care of G, middle C, E, and G. All right, so this is C major. And much of the intro and a bit of the verse goes between C major and A minor. So A minor, I just take my left hand down to A, and my right hand plays A, C, E, A. Notice that the only note changing there is the root in the left hand, the bass note, and my outer notes in my right hand. The C and the E remain. Okay, so that's a concept we'll be getting into in part 2 called voice leading, where instead of jumping around the keyboard, you're kind of choosing different inversions of each chord to make it convenient on the piano. All right, so just once you're familiar with our C and A minor here, let's try and add a little bit of rhythm to the right hand. So speaking of rhythm, we are in 6/8, which means there's 6 beats per measure, 6/8 notes. And you'll notice that when I play it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so it's like an arpeggio in the right hand that fills up every 8th note of a 6/8 measure. So what's going on there? Well, we start on the E, and then we jump down to G, and then come back up. So E, G, C. And then we hit the octave Gs. All right, so that's our first 4 beats. And then to fill out those last 2, we play E and C. So that's E, low G, C, octave, E, and C. And the reason that sounds nice is because beat 4 is kind of like that halfway point of a 6/8 measure. You have 1, 2, right? So hitting that octave kind of emphasizes that backbeat, you could call it. So the only thing that changes for our A minor chord is that the octave is an A instead. So we hit E, A, C, octave, E, C. All right, so let's do it super slow and see if you can play along. All right, very nice. Now there's only one thing left to add, and that is in the left hand. On the last beat of the measure, we play a B. All right, so on its own, it's just kind of a way for the left hand to walk down to A, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Okay? So let's put it back with the right hand and take the tempo up a few clicks. right, so this is more or less, I think, where like Leonard Cohen plays it. Rather slow, drawn out. But the Rufus Wainwright version is more up here. But like I said, I want you guys to choose your favorite tempo and, you know, make the adjustments as necessary so that you can walk away with this with something you feel comfortable playing that is, you know, it closely matches your preferred version of the song. All right, so we go into the verse. I heard there was a secret chord, right? And here, we've got a new chord. This is the 4 major chord, F major. So naturally, our left hand's gonna go down to F, and our right hand plays A, C, F, and A. So it's a little different. We changed that E to an F in our right hand, but otherwise we still got the A's and the C's, right? So we're gonna just play that same pattern, except instead of the E, we start with an F. Right? So F, A, C, octave A's, F, C. Okay, so that's our F major chord. And then the only remaining chord for this whole section is G major. That's G, B, D, and G in the right, and of course the left hand is on G. Same pattern applies here. D, G, B, octave, D, B. All right, so how does that work? Well, when we start the verse, heard there was, that's the Leonard Cohen range there. I heard there was a secret chord. All right, so we do this twice, C to A minor, then we go down to F, F, and G, and C, all right, so all I did there at the end, the only thing left that's new was that little walk down from C down to G. Right, so previously we were just using a B to walk down to A, but since we're going down to G, we've got 2 notes to fill here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And of course, if you wanted, you could walk back up to C. So if we put that together with the right hand, right, so I walked down and then I walked back up on the last couple beats of the measure. Okay, so there you have it. That's the Rufus Wainwright piano part. But I just want to point out that if something like that is a little too difficult, say you're, you know, in the extra beginner phases, which is totally cool, here's like a very simple way you could play it. And my goal, like I said with these tutorials, is to just kind of set you up with a few options for all different levels of experience, because no one should be denied the joy of playing Hallelujah. All right, so all that's going on here is just C major, and then the only thing I'm changing here is the G goes to an A in the right hand, and again, just an arpeggio up and back down. Very pattern-based stuff when it comes to this style of playing. All right, well, I'm going to leave you with that and hope to see you over at HDpiano.com, where I'm going to pick up where we left off and work on some new concepts. It's going to be fun. So I'll see you guys there, and in the meantime, if you could like and subscribe here on YouTube and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that jazz, so you can stay in the know about our upcoming tutorials. My name's Devin with HDpiano.com. It's been a pleasure. We'll see you guys soon.